How to Train Your Dragon books are about dragons. And dragons were wonderful creatures, or are wonderful creatures, because I like to think that they are real, that cultures across the world have believed in throughout history. And I started my book series thinking, what if dragons really existed? What would they look like? How would they act? What would their behaviour be like? And I thought that they wouldn't just be these things that you saw in storybooks, big green things. Maybe if they really existed, they would look like animals that you can see all around you. So when I was making up the dragons, I used lots of different kinds of animals to put them together, and put them together to make a new, different type of dragon. So I would take an animal like a basking shark and imagine, what if you put that creature into a wood? And then you could have this giant bee-eating dragon drifting through the treetops with its mouth open. Or I imagined, what if you had a shark that could actually climb on top of a boat to eat you? So I took a shark and then I added legs. And then I also imagined, what if it had these jaws that it could shoot out, a bit like a sort of vampire bat or something. Oh yes, and I had these ones called scarers, which are like bats, but they feed on fear. So they scare you before they bite you. I took all these different species of real creatures and put them together in order to make the dragons. When I started writing the stories, I thought it would be nice if there weren't just monster-type dragons that Hiccup would have to fight, like people fought dragons in myths such as St. George and the Dragon, or there was a hero called Beowulf who fought a great monster dragon. Mostly they're sort of monsters in myths that I knew about. And I thought it would be nice if the dragons were a bit more interesting. So, for instance, one of my characters, Fishlegs, gets brought up by a dragon, a long-eared caretaker dragon. And this dragon is like a sort of bodyguard that sort of brings him up. And then my hero, Hiccup, has his own dragon that at the beginning of the series he has to catch. He has to climb up a cliff and catch this wild dragon, who in fact is very, very small and very cute looking, this dragon, toothless. He doesn't have any teeth. And he has to train it a bit like you would train a dog. But this dragon, toothless, is a very, very naughty and disobedient little dragon, despite his cuteness. And Hiccup has a lot of difficulty training him.